Officially underway, and so is pool season. So that is me and my dog Gracie. We took this picture a few years back enjoying a hot day in the pool, and it turns out she's actually a better swimmer than I am, which is why I am safely on the edge of the pool and not in the middle. In fact, swimming has been one of my biggest insecurities for a long while now, and I feel like many of you at home watching this can relate, especially if you're black. But statistics show that the hesitation to change that can lead to many of us paying the ultimate sacrifice. Black men ages 15 to 24 are 3 times more likely to drown than other similar age groups. That's according to the Minnesota Department of Health. And overall in America, our drowning death rate is 1.5 times higher than white people. I don't want to end up one of those statistics, and hopefully after you watch this, you won't want to either. Those first steps on the path to making a change in your life are always the hardest, but you gotta take them.
Lower yourself down.
You might be thinking, Jason, that's only 4 feet of water. But when you can't swim, 4 feet can feel like the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. When you first get in water, you can already feel kind of this pressure from the water on your chest. So you still want to be able to breathe normally. You're above water, so everything is good.
The pressure just adds to the nervousness because you just feel your chest getting tight when you're getting in.
That's right. I'm 36 years old, born and raised in Miami of all places, and yet I can't swim. Swim instructor Dr. Ayana Raku says it's not uncommon.
The statistic that we know the most is that 64% of African Americans do not know how to swim.
And there are many reasons for that when it comes to black people.
We spend a lot of time and energy on our hair, so getting it wet and dealing with chlorine is a big issue. And generational trauma, any trauma that we've had, also access to water or pools in general. You know, not having a pool in your neighborhood, not knowing where to go to find a place to swim.
It leaves folks like Dr. Raku with an important question to solve.
How do we get people to swim? We know that we're not swimming, but what do we do to kind of change that statistic?
The V3 Center in North Minneapolis aims to provide a traditionally underserved community with the opportunity to take that first step.
When you lift your knees high, you have more control and leverage about how you can move through the water.
Today, it was time for me to finally take the plunge with my first professional swimming lesson ever. Lesson 1, breathing is key.
Once you get breathing down and how to breathe comfortably in and around water, that's like 80% of being comfortable and confident in the water.
Once I established that, it was all about movement.
A lot of times we spend time thinking about being horizontal, like swimming laps or doing a certain stroke, but learning to move your body vertically in the water is a good skill to have.
So while I won't be swimming laps at the Olympics anytime soon, it was a good start. And Dr. Raku says that's the point. It's all about taking that somewhat scary but rewarding first step.
Once we teach these basics, whether you're 6 months or 90 years old, you're going to learn it and be able to use those tools.
I applaud you for facing your fears because I know how scared you were.
Seriously,
That's awesome.
I appreciate
such
that.
a great message too to other people out there that need help.
Because there's a lot of people out there just like me. And shout out to Dr. Raku for being so patient. We were out there for an hour, and obviously I knew nothing about swimming, and she just walked me through it. And as I was messing up and not doing great, she was just so careful with me. So make sure you reach out to V3 for more on the swimming lessons there. They're amazing. And also Reggie's going to have more on the V3 Center, our sports director, tonight at 10 o'clock.
Never too late to learn.
Never too late.
Thank you for
I
that.
love it, man. You're an inspiration all. Let's get outside. We are